hit the timer in 3, 2, 1, mark. Right, I am Lewis. I can go and mute in this call. Welcome back. We are playing X-Wing. Today we have Lewis and Reylynn.
Oh. Yes, so as Jon said, Jon and I are commentating, and James and Reylynn will be playing in this match.
Right, so for those of you who haven't seen X-Wing before, we have a variety of ships on both sides, and how this works is they all have different maneuvers and actions that they can do, and it's a good bit of game theory in terms of working out should I bank or should I hard turn here in order to best counteract what they have simultaneously set down. Everyone sets maneuvers using these templates you can see here, and each ship has different capabilities, and based on their initiative.
Yeah.
So Darth Vader here is initiative 6. He'll be able to take advantage of that and perform actions and maneuvers later than other pilots to do so with more information. Lewis, what is...
Said, if most people... Oh, go on. No, feel free. I was kind of jumping in there, but go for it.
Can you break down what Reylynn has brought?
Yeah, absolutely. So Reylynn, who is playing in blue, has brought the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, Darth Vader, in the TIE X-1, which is the ship that was flown at the end of episode 4. Darth Vader has the upgrade Hate, which means that whenever Vader takes damage, he will grow more powerful with the dark side of the Force and be able to use his Force abilities more often. He has Fire Control System, the Dark Lord's targeting system. Essentially, it means that when Vader is locked onto a target, he gets some additional bonuses for doing that. And he has Afterburners in order to enable him to rush into the fight more quickly, which is not something the X-1 can typically do, but Reylynn thought it was fitting for Darth Vader. The second ship is the Grand Inquisitor, in a different TIE Advance, the TIE Advance V1. The Grand Inquisitor is very, very good at sort of manipulating range and range bonuses. They can use the Force to prevent themselves being shot at close range and give themselves the close range bonus against other ships. They're a very versatile ship. They also have the fire control system that was on Darth Vader and makes locks a more viable system. So targeting onto a single ship and then relentlessly attacking that ship until it either becomes less of a priority target or is destroyed. Reylynn is then flying 3 TIE fighters, just sort of your base
Scrubs
Imperial
from the Academy.
These are all Academy graduates, yeah.
I will say...
Yeah, no, these are Academy graduates. They are very much sort of disposable cannon fodder, really, when compared to the Grand Inquisitor and Lord Vader. Come on, Jon.
Vader... I'm a bit worried about where Vader is. He's a bit...
Yeah, Vader's in a kind of weird position, yeah.
I am worried
because
that
Vader
James
is
just going to
go
go straight with everything.
Of these 3 ships.
Yes. Yeah, Vader can't face down that entire squad by himself. So it'll be interesting to see if Reylynn fakes, if this is a bait, and Reylynn just hard freeze and boosts away to safety. Alternatively, it might be possible to free bank afterburners and sneak behind Wedge, because James is actually first player here, which I have not indicated on the thing. James is first player.
Yeah, see, I was expecting here that Reylynn, instead of that, is going to keep Vader moving at about 1 or 2 speed and bring everyone else in from the side in a kind of slamming into the side of Shara Bay in the arc there, the Arc 170.
Grand Canadian.
I was thinking that, and it seems to be that's an unfortunate bump there. On the topic of Shara Bay, actually, Jon, would you like to go through what James is bringing?
James has brought Hera Syndulla, one of the newest cards, very strong, very versatile, shares lots of things to everybody. That TIE fighter barely dodges that rock. It's fine. Rocks are fine. Hera Syndulla can basically share locks and focuses and evades to her friends, making her very flexible. Additionally, she's brought the Thread Tracer upgrade, which which, as you can see, allows her friends to pick up even more locks. So Hera's really the piece of James's list. Backing that up for even more action efficiency, we have Ahsoka Tano, who can essentially give her teammates additional actions, and this works really well with Wedge and Tilly's, who can reduce the defender's agility, as well as Shara Bay, who I'm really looking forward to seeing in this list. Shara can essentially have a better than double
It's
shot
not one you
if
often
she's
see.
backed
So
up.
in fact, the Arc 117 Rebels is something that you don't often see. So
Exactly.
yeah,
I'm glad that Yellow TIE Fighter took an
I'm
evade.
excited to see that. It was a yes, yes. That evade was most certainly the right call from Reylynn there. Yeah. And then of course Shara has the R3 astromech, which means that those locks are doubled up essentially. Which
giving
is
her more turns
what
to
makes Shara viable.
spend. Exactly, so she can swap targets easier and trigger her ability more often. Ahsoka's triggering the ability.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's the Ahsoka ability to give Shara locks. So he'll spawn the range 3 bubble, probably just on the TIE Fighter in front and one of the others. Very nice.
Yep.
So given he's locked the far one, I'm thinking ahead to next turn. I
was going to say I'm surprised at that.
I think James plans to too hard left and try and go for rocks if the TIE's going to block it up.
Possibly.
Because they only have the Arc 170 is not the most maneuverable ship. I spawned that dial up on stream.
No, it's
got the 4K
large ship. It's
but that rock up ahead is actually quite going to cause a problem for it. This rock over here.
Yeah, it was an interesting choice to put the Ark in from James's perspective on the leftmost side of the formation, because that does make it closer to the obstacles. I'm not sure.
And additionally, all of the other ships are going to. Further to your point, every other ship is going to find it difficult to turn in given that Ark's position.
Yeah, essentially he used a not very maneuverable ship to almost handicap his more maneuverable ship's turning capabilities. But
what
again, he is offsetting that with the fact that it's going to make Wedge much, much better when it comes to flanking ability.
What it is doing
is really where Wedge shines.
That medium base of the Ark is actually blocking up lots of space for those TIE Fighters. They're not going to be able to 3 or 4K next turn.
Yeah, Reylynn is really going to struggle to do much with that green and yellow TIE next turn.
Vader really needs to run.
Yeah, Vader's being stared down. Yeah, James has predicted here that Vader will just be charging on into the fight, which explains his movements. But well, let's see.
Here we go.
1 straight. Okay.
So who do you focus
solid
here?
evasive decision, and pretty much as I expected. Good question. I think Raider should have run. If Reylynn had been able to predict that's where James's ship's running up, I think Raider running was the right decision. But I think Reylynn went all in on this sort of have Vader as a sort of decoy and use everyone else as a flanking maneuver, which I think we're starting to see here. Because next turn, the Grand Inquisitor in particular is going to be able to get to some very dangerous places.
Yes.
Now, that is unfortunate.
I think Vader has to go for Hera.
Everyone else has shots at Vader. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Hera is by far more dangerous.
There it is. Because everyone else will be able to use Hera's token defensively. So basically, all of them have 2 defensive focus tokens. Additionally, Grand Inquisitor up there only seems to have shots onto Hera, so that's probably a good call. So it's James. James is shooting now. We go for the initiative 6 first. Hera and Wedge. James is going for Hera first. Calls Flood Traces.
Yeah, James has got 2 initiative 6s actually, which is quite rare to see in a Rebels list. So I'm excited to see how this ends up. Oh, that's a very nice roll. 2 hits, no crit.
Yep, So too many dice there because the thread tracers are indeed munitions and they have no, which it means it denies the range bonus from being at range 3. So only 3 agility. And with that, Vader will dodge. Hopefully, spend it.
Ooh. Yep.
Yep, spend a force. Be
yeah,
safe.
there we go. There's the spend. Yep.
So this will be 3v3. Ooh, that's very
yes.
very
Plus
good.
1
That's
from
not
range,
double
minus
bond.
1 from wedge himself. That's that's a very nice roll.
Wedge ability. Yep.
And they're just going through motions there, selecting 3
Wedge's
dice.
ability is so good at hunting aces.
Yeah, Wedge is one of my favourite ships to fly in X-Wing full stop, because that ability, especially when coupled with other things that work quite nicely with him, is just, you can rip through smaller ships like Vader.
1 shield down on Vader. Vader to shoot back.
Ooh, yes.
Range 3 into Hera, so Hera's native 3 agility, so it would be 3 plus 1 to 4, 3v4. Vader actually has only 2 attack dice, but Vader's advanced targeting computer will give him an extra. And that's great.
Ooh. So another excellent roll. Both players here rolling really exceptionally.
Spend it. Has to.
Ooh. Spend the focus to prevent any damage there. Yeah, we've been seeing very good rolls from both players so far, actually.
So Ahsoka's got 2 dice attack backed up by force, so probably not going to do much to Vader.
Yeah, not much into a 4 dice Vader with focus.
4 dice Vader with focus force. Oh, there's 2 hits.
Oh yes, and of course you're absolutely right, because that damage was suffered, so 2 force. Ooh.
Takes 1.
That's not. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and all this time Vader's recovering force with hate. So that's more actions.
Yes, it is an effective use of hate, but then true.
So Grand Inquisitor's ability, spend a force for an extra dice, range bonus. Spend that focus. You're not getting shot, spend that focus. Yep. 3 hits.
Yep.
Hera, no tokens.
Oh yes, of course.
Half
yes,
points.
Ooh.
Half points.
That's half on Hera, yeah.
2 shields. Lucky there's no crit there. 2 shields. And that is first points on the board for Reylynn, 22-0. X-Wing is fast.
So for those watching who may not be as familiar with X-Wing, half points occur when a ship gets to half or fewer its total health pool of damage capacity. So because Hera has 2 shields and 2 hull and has just been dealt 2 damage, she's now on half points. So Reylynn, as John pointed out, has definitively scored something, because there are no regenerative abilities in play here.
But here's the Shara shot.
Ooh, this is the most dangerous.
That's an eye. Shara can just spend that lock to add an eye. Or is it convert?
Yes, I would, I think. Yeah, exactly. Add an eye result. So convert black to an eye, effectively the same thing.
Yep.
It's not any other conversions. And then
so crit's definitely going through.
Yeah, so that is bad news for Reylynn.
3 evades though. Spend the token.
Yeah,
and take
just the crit.
I should have cut up these TIE fighters. I will get on that.
That is disabled power egg.
Disable power regulator.
Okay, so yellow does not need to worry, actually, about having to avoid Shara next turn, because their move has been preset for them.
Let me just cut these.
So yellow, as a result of that disabled power regulator, yellow will be performing an ion maneuver, which means it will be moving 1 straight, the smallest possible move in X-Wing. So James now has the information advantage in that he knows where one of Reylynn's ships is headed next turn.
On James's side, Hera is yellow, right?
Yes, Hera is yellow, yes. And Ahsoka is red.
Boop and boop.
Okay, and we now have Reylynn's ties just firing into targets. I think Reylynn's selecting a target at the moment. Okay, Hera is being focused once again. A single crit roll there. Oh,
Safe.
Hera. Dodging fine, yep.
I think the shots into Hera make sense here, and nothing else is really going to hit.
Yeah, no. Please start chipping away at Shara, but honestly, Hera's so much more dangerous that it's understandable. This shot is going into Shara, never mind.
To the 2? Because obstruction?
I believe so.
Safe. Yep, that's fine.
Safe
So,
again.
This is what I think this game is going to come down. This next turn. If Reylynn can get these ties, so yellow won't be able to help with this, but if Reylynn can get these ties into good positions to block and deny actions, that will probably determine this next engagement. Vader, additionally, needs to not get blocked.
Yeah, I think Vader's next move here is going to be huge.
Exactly. Reylynn needs to remember that both Shara and Ahsoka move before Vader, and if Shara, I don't know, like, let's take a look from the top. Boop. So if Shara banks and takes up this space over here, then that blocks up a lot. That blocks the 1 straight and 2 straight and 1 bank from Vader. Vader's 2 straight might be clear. Vader could go fast, actually.
Vader could go very fast, but with Afterburn as well, Vader could do something very ludicrous here.
3-4 straights, because Ahsoka can't block that, and Shara would have to block all of James's list in order to try and block that 3 or 4 straight. So I think that's pretty clear.
But I do think a straight stroke K is what is the most obvious move here, and I'm wondering whether James will do something to counter that. The 1 straight from Shara.
Yeah, but 1 straight from Shara puts Shara awfully close to that rock. Not going to hit it, but next turn.
Yeah.
And also the rear out from Shara's got no lock on Vader, so that's not too much of a. Vader's lost a second shield, hasn't he? I need to update that. Oop.
Yes, Vader is at shields.
Right. So Vader's actually 1 away from.
I know. For me, it's just Vader is very close. But yeah, for me, the clear move for Vader here is a 4K. But I wonder whether that's too obvious and too choreographed, and James will do something to prevent that being possible. Because Vader will be moving last, so it is. James is very able to move something to block that Vader from completing that, and if a move is blocked, Vader loses those actions upon which a lot of his abilities sort of hinge.
Yeah, Vader's ability.
So yeah,
I've put it up there now. Essentially, he can take all of the actions in order to just double modify every shot with extra dice with crit conversion.
Yeah, as long as Vader has Force Suspend, which he does now due to the ability of the hate card. John, I don't know if we can throw that up there. But as long as Vader has Force Suspend, he is able to just keep on doing actions.
There's hate. Right, I need to get these.
Fantastic, yeah.
So green did a 2 hard, probably an evade. I don't think
is calling an evade. There we go.
Yep. Very sensible. These ties are here to block and take up space and annoy, essentially.
Yeah, it's very much the Imperial strategy versus the Rebel strategy, really, isn't it? Cannon fodder versus friends helping one another.
Versus lots of teamwork on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sensible.
This is Raylynn's list is a couple of very elite pilots and then a bunch of freshly faced academy graduates to sort of shield the blows.
Good blocks.
2 turn bombs called. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, this straight looks good. Grand Inquisitor, hard 1.
Inquisitor, probably a 2-3 bank.
2-3 bank's not good. 1 bank is.
Oh, of course, yes, 1 bank.
Does Shara have that rear arc? If not, then you just take a lock here. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think that rear arc is in.
Me neither, actually. It's tricky to judge, especially from sort of my perspective at the moment. But yeah, no.
Locking Ahsoka with Grand Inquisitor, interesting.
Okay. I guess there's the dice go for half points. See, there's something I didn't expect.
Hera's running, but has gone into the arc of the TIE fighters who are trying to block.
And I am calling a 4K here for Wedge is my prediction because it's the obvious move.
Hera evade boost.
Is going to need to go forwards.
Oh, she wants
so
to give mods to
counteract
friends.
That. Of
Focus
course,
boost.
that's why. Oh, focus boost. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Just get the obstruction from the ties. Help a bit.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Oh wow, I am genuinely
very good
that.
blocking by Reylynn. Very good blocking.
Yeah.
So now, if we go all the way back and
blocking.
pretend we both plan to do straights.
Ooh.
That's not going to fit. That's going to fail.
It may fail, yeah.
Taking it back. Taking it back before you try it. I mean, he won't die.
Oh, okay.
It'll just fail the action. But it's fine. Barrel roll. Stay safe. Nobody's shooting you this turn.
Yeah, Reylynn opting not to afterburners at the risk of going off the board there.
Yeah, but, if Vader had gone slow there, that'd have been amazing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, because if Vader had gone slow,
if Vader had put another one straight, that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, it would have been phenomenal here, but James just as easily could have gone slow as well, and that'd have been probably death for Vader. So that's what's great about this game.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. It is very much sort of like moves and counter moves. You have to try and predict what your opponent's going to do, or you have to try and move as unpredictably as possible. It's much more sort of...
Spend force to pick up another lock.
Oh, go
on. Yep, so
yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Vader moves his lock on Shara. Probably see a hard one barrel next turn. Or Talon. Talon means less mods. I do like that these ties are just all evading, knowing that they're not getting great shots.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. The ties are not here to get shots; they're here to soak up damage, and Reylynn is using those very well.
Wedge into yellow 4v2. Ooh, does he spend Hera's focus?
Really wishing he'd taken a focus there.
Hera has a focus.
I guess not. I presume not.
He could have killed yellow there if he spent Hera's focus. I wonder if he missed it or decided not to.
Although yellow is on half points now, John, if you want to... There we go, yeah, never mind, you're on it.
Red is not damaged, is he? Let's fix that.
Red hasn't been touched.
So what's actually happening here is that A-Wing, Ahsoka, is actually touching green, which means that's not an eligible shot. Which is why bumping is so crucial. You deny actions, and you deny them shots. Shot into yellow again.
Oh, and James is opting to go into yellow. Try and finish off that one pilot.
3v3.
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
Very much gone.
James is complaining, bemoaning the fact that that ship alone could have killed the TIE Fighter without wasting Wedge's shots. TIE Fighter down, 22-22 all.
Part of me does feel James's pain because Wedge's shot is the most powerful shot on the table, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Range 1. Is that range 1?
Range 1, absolutely. It's incredibly close.
Oh, but shooting into Ahsoka, spend for the range bonus anyways.
Yes, of course, because Grand Inquisitor, absolutely.
And she's taking the lock there, so 3v3, fire control. Yep, so
yeah,
fire control, re-rolling one
yeah.
dice rather than spending the lock. 3 hits. Great. And Ahsoka's taking 2. Half points on Ahsoka.
Ahsoka is also on half points. Wow.
47-22. Reylynn in favor. Shara to shoot. Only one target. That feels bad. And it's not the one with the lock. That feels really bad.
Hmm.
He's missing Hera's focus. 2 hits, 2 evades, no damage. That's 2 chances for Hera's focus that James has missed. I mean, he might want it for defense.
I wonder if it's because he was saving it for this shot, though.
Yeah. Hit crit. Dead.
Irrelevant.
Should have spent
takes a crit.
Hera takes. What crit? Can you tell me what crit that is?
Hera, that finishes Hera off.
What crit was it? Just for the sake of...
Stun pilot.
Stun pilot. Right, let's put these dead ships at the bottom.
Oh, Ahsoka just in arc of that tie there. That's a lovely shot.
Range 1 into this. Beautifully
Apparently in
played by
range
Reylynn
1.
here. Range 1 into
Mm.
Ahsoka. 2 hits.
Raylynn's fantastic at getting these shots, even in like just the weekly wargame sessions where things are barely out or barely in
One more
of
hit on
ranges
Ahsoka.
and of arcs.
Really not looking good here.
Hmm. Okay, and with that, combat is over, so they go back to dials to set in some new sets of movement.
Alonio in chat,
I'm
yes.
wondering
A
what.
tie for Hera is a very, very good trade.
Oh my yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Raylynn's been playing very well. Vader
Yes.
Vader just runs at this point. Talon roll maybe.
I think Vader Talons. Yeah.
Green turns around and red hard one's in. Let me go to the overhead view for. So red
Yeah, I
can
think that's
hard one
fine.
in to
Green
take up
maybe a
basically the
3K
same
round.
spaces. Yeah, red can hard one in
Yes.
to take up basically the same space as green. Keep blocking. Green can 3K.
And then James is pretty much dancing along to Raylynn's tune unless he does something wild.
If James
Yeah,
calls
and
that,
then meanwhile
if James
Inquisitor could
calls that
just continue
3K
sort of
from the TIE
getting
fighter,
closer.
if James calls that 3K from green, Shara could easily just bank right in front of it and initiative kill it.
Yeah, 3 banks straight in front and then just or 3 I was thinking 3 bank to bump and prevent it, but yes, that was also a viable option.
One or 2 bank and but the high initiative ships are blocking it.
Yeah, Shara's moving,
that's
the initiative orders there off there.
These TIE fighters are 22 points each. James can easily kill both in one turn if Reylynn makes a mistake. It's still anyone's game.
Oh, absolutely. And like Reylynn is flying a list of much more fragile ships. You know, Raylynn's most healthy ship, Darth Vader, only starting out with 5 health. Compare that to Shara Bay on James' side, who has 9.
9.
And Wedge has 6. And you know, James's second healthy.
There's the
there's the 3K we called.
Stress, no action. Red 1 hard, very nice.
And there's the 1 turn, yeah.
And there's the evade, just being annoying, just taking up space.
Mm-hmm.
And survive. Shara, bonk.
Shara tries the 1 bank and fails.
Bumps Ahsoka, so we'll have the shot. We'll have the shot into the TIE fighter.
Oh, that's true, yes. Well, nice 3 sleep there from Ahsoka.
Does Ahsoka spend
no action,
the
but
ability?
has a prime shot.
Ahsoka, I think that's a missed opportunity. Ahsoka could have used the ability to give Shara a focus in order to just annihilate that TIE fighter.
Yeah, that's true. Although at this point, I'm not sure whether James thinks a focus is needed, given that. Oh, I see. Yes, no, you're absolutely right. Yes, because Shara cannot.
Shara's got the lock.
The lock can be spent, but it won't do much. Yeah. Yeah, that does feel like a miscall.
Unless Wedge is 4King, and then James just thinks he's got enough shots.
Yes, in which case. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Wedge 4King. Okay, that makes more sense.
This is probably just enough
the
shots.
The force is being saved.
Yeah. Hard 1?
I'm predicting Talon here.
Talon, there it is.
It is.
Yep, good call.
Does put Vader in the arcs, the Arc 170's firing arc, the rear arc, because the Arc 170 can also shoot out to its back. But it's Vader against a 2 dice attack. Yeah, like that's what I'm concerned about.
You can Raylynn's debating afterburners on the Talon.
Yes, afterburners is possible.
You could.
Oh, I see. Reylynn wasn't questioning the afterburners, questioning whether. Yeah.
Because you could close the range.
She could then link Vader stuff.
Oh yes. Thank you, Hannah. Yes, Raylynn's points are indeed very nice.
Ah, I see. I don't even have the stream overlay up, and I can already guess what those points are. Then.
It turns out half dead Hera plus half Ahsoka is exactly 69. Shot TIE fighter 4v2 because Wedge. There's 4 hits.
Oh, I'm getting into 2 evade because of Wedge as well is not nice.
Spend the evade for two. Take 2 hits onto red. Red is left on 1.
Yeah, so I think this is a big part of why we didn't see that Ahsoka Force that you
Finbar
called, John,
donated.
is because that tie's not going to be left. Oh, we have a donation. Who's that from, sorry? I missed
From
that.
Finbar.
Oh,
Finbar
amazing.
donated £7. This donation will go on the 69th row on the spreadsheet. Very nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's a subpar roll from Vader. Spending the lock. Probably.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, very clever. Spend a force, convert it first, get the crit conversion. Because after the lock is spent, Reylynn will not be able to convert that crit.
Yes, that is absolutely right. Yes, you are
Gets
absolutely
the
right.
evades. Just two shields on Shara.
Yes.
Let's take that down.
The Vader plus Grand Inquisitor will start eating into Shara pretty quickly. Has a lot of health, but can't really evade once things start being fired at them, so that health number to drop fairly rapidly, let's be honest.
TIE Fighters dies. 2 hits, 1 evade. Shara's shot here.
At the end of the day, though, that is what they're there for.
Yeah. But points are closing. I need to pick up that TIE Fighter. Inquisitor range 1.
Yeah, no force needed there. None at all.
3 dice. 1 agility from the arc. Then force for 3 hits. At least 2 going through.
Okay. And if this is blanks, that's going to be another half point hit. Half points.
Half points on Shara. Shield, card. Ooh, lots of choices.
Going into the Inquisitor. Interesting. I suppose, because there's no force. Oh no, yeah, there was force.
There was a force. Inquisitor spent it to deny the range bonus and got the evades. Safe.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that going into the Inquisitor then.
Yeah. Could have gone into the tie.
To be honest, I'd probably have gone into the green tie, yeah.
But it does spend the force, which is a useful resource. 1 hit.
Yes, yeah.
Into Shara. And safe.
It's fine.
James really needs to land some maneuvers and get some actions.
Yes, of course, the advantage James has here is that 2 of Reylynn's remaining 3 ships are stressed, so we'll only be able to do basic maneuvers or lose the actions, which Vader in particular will really not want.
What's this TIE Fighter dial look like? That's the card. That's not
fairly
the dial.
Versatile, yeah.
Dial. 2 banks, 2 straights.
It's got a 3K as memory serves.
No, but the green stress.
Yes, so those are the blues, yes.
Yeah. So that 2 bank is a rock. That's bad. 2 bank right is a rock. 2 bank left could fit. 2 straight, 3 straight fits. 3 straight looks like it blocks a lot of the blues on.
I was gonna say 3 straight is a very solid move here.
Yeah. 3 straight, just evade again, just be annoying.
Yeah, be a nuisance. Then either 1 turn or 1 bank with the Inquisitor, just so you've got that short range shot, and then Vader can just really close in on Shara now.
I'm worried about
Although Vader will want to be very careful, yeah.
If Vader goes too slowly, here's the thing: Shara is currently taking up that space. The TIE Fighter can't get to where Shara currently is. So after Shara moves away, that's a perfectly open space for Wedge to move into, which means Wedge will get actions, and Wedge can easily catch Vader if with that 2 bank de-stress there.
Yeah, that's a fair worry, actually, yeah. Vader will have the double reposition because of afterburners. And actually, I suppose, no, he won't because it won't move fast enough.
The free
it
straight
will just depend when that's...
The free straight is a de-stress, which will be fast enough, but then, Reylynn might lose Vader this round.
It's possible, yeah. I'd be tempted to go for the 3 on the basis that if Wedge does move into there, Vader will bump and therefore neither of them will be able to shoot each other. And I think losing Wedge for a turn is at this point is probably preferable to having the extra shot from Vader. From Reylynn's perspective.
There's the 3 straight.
There's the 3 straight, yep. Evades, as we said, yep, just to be a nuisance.
No!
Oh, 1 bank. Youch.
If that cat does catch, that doesn't look good.
And Ahsoka bumped
James
green
says,
as well, so
I don't know why I
shoot
thought you
green.
wouldn't do that. You would obviously do that. Ooh.
Oh, 4K from Grand Inquisitor. I think that actually gets him out hard, which is very nice.
I was worried about, Inquisitor might have bumped into the thing, but we're just going to 1 straight and bump here.
1 bank, but yeah, same result.
And Vader, so Shara's going to be, Shara's probably
There's the
dead.
2 straight. Yeah, it's likely.
Vader reacquires that lock.
Especially with that lock. Yep. Definitely the right choice here.
So lock, focus, and then barrel roll out of that rear arc as well, just in case you don't kill it.
Yes, but that also burns through a lot of force.
You're fine.
Use lock focus.
She's debating it.
Oh, but the barrel roll is being done. Yeah. Correct call from you there, Jon.
Yeah, like if you're confident, you initiative kill it, then it doesn't matter, because you have both Vader and Inquisitor.
Yes, the worry is that Inquisitor doesn't have any mods this turn apart from the native force, so
Inquisitor has a lock as well.
Chance of getting the damage needed. Oh, Inquisitor has lock, of course. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I'd probably be tempted to save the force, as Reylynn has gone.
Yep.
Actually, reversing that decision.
Saving the force, not doing it. Wedge to shoot. You go into Vader here. You have to go into Vader here. You can't keep wasting shots on these ties.
I agree. James has really played into Reylynn's hands here by targeting the ties first, and yet Vader is being declared as the target. But yeah, James has really played into Reylynn's hands by ignoring. Oh, that was an unlucky roll. By ignoring the ships that have the potential to deal guaranteed or reliably good damage. And yeah, Vader firing into that arc.
Crit.
Fairly average roll. Here comes the spending of the lock. Yep.
And spend.
Yep. Force rather than focus makes a lot of sense.
Hit, crit. Oh, hit, crit. Dead.
No, hit, crit, perish. Shara is dead.
What's that crit?
That crit was blinded pilot.
Blinded pilot.
So we've had stunned pilot and we've had blinded pilot across the 2 ships for James. James's pilots are not having a good time just before their ships are destroyed, to be fair. That's a rough set of crits.
2 hits into Vader. 3 agility.
They should
spend
fine.
Something.
Yeah. Spend. I would probably go with the focus because that's the last defense.
Spend something. Oh, she spent force. It's fine.
Fair, yeah.
I would have spent the focus.
I'm surprised at that because that's. Yeah, me too, because that's the last.
Yeah, that's the last shot.
This round from James. Yeah. I don't know, maybe just a spur of the moment thing. Oh, Ahsoka very nearly dying there just to a rogue shot from the Inquisitor.
Spent force. The thing is, Ahsoka and Inquisitor are probably the most survivable ships on this table. We're forced to convert focuses and the evade action. Yeah. Wedge takes a shield.
I would say that, in my opinion, Inquisitor is survivable in Ahsoka just because you can prevent your opponent from rolling dice up close in a situation like this one.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah. Also biased because the V1, the TIE V1, which the Inquisitor is in, is one of my favourite moving ships. It has a very, very nice dial.
Let me pull that up now.
Oh yes, you can do that. Yeah, completely forgot we had that ability. Yeah, no, I really like the V1 dial. It's got the big sweeping attacks, but it also has a lot of subtle movements like one
very
turns,
good at staying
one
up close. Yeah, and the very short 2 talons. They're very good at staying up close and just knife fighting.
is able to move in fairly quickly early with the 4 and 5 straights, and then the amount of 1 blues it has as well just means that it can really just cling to someone. Yeah, no, in my opinion, Inquisitor is the most survivable ship on the field that was brought today at all, actually.
Ahsoka's running low on. Ahsoka's ability of just giving out more actions is really good. That James just hasn't had much chance to utilize it.
Yeah, because of all the bumping.
Put Ahsoka Tano.
I think that is a testament to how well Raylynn's been flying these ones, yeah.
Fully executes.
Yes, that crucial point that has also messed Reylynn up in the past previously when she's been flying defenders, which have the same fully execute stipulation on their ability. Yeah, just Reylynn just continuing to get in the way. Wonderful.
Ahsoka recovers force, yep. Ooh.
Yep. Hey. Ahsoka going on the offensive with 1 health remaining. It's a solid move, yeah. Ooh, well, that's an unfortunate bump. But I guess the stress has dropped, which was the main sort of reason for it. So
Ahsoka's can't be too bad. Shot there. Wedge first, 1 straight.
Ahsoka has a great shot.
Ooh.
Full game.
Yep. So
we expect we're going to see something similar from Vader. Yes. Oh, wow. Vader Talons.
Vader Talons.
Now I'm not sure who's getting shot at.
But Vader's not got a lockup this turn, so not many actions.
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean.
How much
force? I'm sure now whether Wedge will prioritize shooting Vader. Vader's only on 2 force and only on 3 health remaining.
And 1 hit, yeah, 1 hit away from half. 1 hit away from a big half.
Yeah. Yeah. What James is debating at the moment now is which target to choose. James is lamenting over what we've been saying, that the Grand Inquisitor is just an excellent ship defensively. Oh.
Yeah, before on
2. Yeah,
two.
so James has got 4-2 versus 3-2 because the Inquisitor will spend that force to counter the range bonus, I feel. I need to Inquisitor, okay. Oh no, apologies, never mind. That was a fan comment, not a decision.
That's the other thing as well. If you shoot into Vader, that's less force for Vader to use offensively.
But also, I don't feel like Vader's not really going to be immediately threatening to Wedge, because Wedge still has 5 health left. Inquisitor has the shot on Ahsoka anyway. Oh, Inquisitor has been called as a target.
Spent the force to deny range bonus. There's 2 crits.
Ooh, very nice.
And take a shield.
Shield, yeah. So Inquisitor now
the advantage of that
call
is that Ahsoka can then do that as well.
This is, of course, assuming Ahsoka survives this attack from Vader.
3v3. Spend both
force, though. Oh, yes. Absolutely correct call there. I think I would have done the same thing.
All paint here. And does not get it.
Oh, that is far off it, yeah. That crit was a fuel leak, John.
Thank you.
That final crit. James lamenting the fact that Ahsoka got initiative killed just before she was about to get to fire. To be fair, had that worked out, could have caused real problems for either Vader or the Inquisitor. And we are just now waiting for the players to set dice. James has finished off with his 1 ship, and Reylynn is just setting hers.
So
About 45 minutes into this match, by the way, which is
yeah,
I think it's gone quicker. This match has gone quicker than expected. I think the two of us were talking beforehand, and we were expecting this to go sort of like at least an hour, almost to time.
potentially to time. It could still go to so Vader's in no position to pursue Wedge at this moment. Wedge just won straights and gets a good shot on Inquisitor. The tie can't really do much about that. I've seen games come back from there. It's definitely uphill.
Oh yeah, it's definitely winnable. Yeah, uphill, but there's certainly you can close this gap. Had that been sort of like Ahsoka being the one that was left, I would have
That'd
said,
be
"Oh,
much
that's
better. Yes, you don't.
trouble."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You'd much prefer to trade Wedge away in the opening and have the A-wings on later
yes,
on.
they are far more survivable. In fact, yeah, I would say Shara and Wedge are here essentially to output damage, and they've done that. They've killed two ties. They've gotten Vader and Inquisitor down to one away from half points each. The issue
That's
was
the
that
thing.
the
It's
A-wings
one
died
away from
sooner
on
than
both.
perhaps they should have. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I still feel like Wedge with a good shot on into this Inquisitor in particular could probably take out the Inquisitor, to be perfectly honest.
Yep. Especially because Inquisitor's only got one
It's
force.
very doable, particularly for Wedge. Yeah, exactly.
3K from the Academy. One bank evade. Yep. Turtle up. So you know you're getting shot, and you got nothing to counter.
Yeah. Oh, two
James!
straight bumps. Why was that not a one straight?
Oh, no, because James is first player.
That's the one. I guess it's the one straight. It's what? Yeah.
Vader
of
was blocking the
course.
one. Yep. That makes sense.
That makes more sense. Yeah. I'm really going for a tour at the Vader, as you said, just sort of disengaging, not even slowing down to drop the stress, just getting Vader out of there.
One hit. And takes it.
Ooh, takes it.
Shield.
So Wedge now one away from half points as well. Not a lot of shooting going on in that round, just because of the nature of Vader escaping and Wedge bumping, which meant the Academy pilot was the only one that actually had a shot. But nevertheless, they're going back to their dials now, going back to movement. And let's have
This
a
is tricky.
look.
Does Wedge turn around, or does
This
Wedge
is tricky, yeah.
chase something? Because the Inquisitor could either run 5 straight boost out, or the Inquisitor could one hard in either direction and stay close.
I would be very tempted if I were the Inquisitor, if I were Reylynn, to use those nice two talents we talked about earlier.
Two talon.
Pile the pressure back on Wedge, just know you're not escaping.
Yeah. Two talon left or two
But
talon
two
right.
talent, it would probably have to be right, because
one.
left, I imagine, would hit the rock.
Let's take a look. Ooh, I reckon you could two talon left and go forwards. Tie clay stress.
Yeah, that would have been my move there, is just sort of back at Wedge. Don't give James the chance to recover and to run away. Just immediately keep piling on that pressure. Because at the end of the day, who cares if Grand Inquisitor gets shot at with by range 1? He'll only spend a force to prevent that anyway. Oh, Reylynn's barrel roll.
Barrel roll, right? Doesn't fit. Failed action.
Fails.
No big deal.
Oh, 4K. Fair enough, yes. But yeah, still very much sort of keeping Wedge trapped, essentially.
Oh no!
Oh, that's unfortunate. Overlaps
No damage.
Asteroid and...
No damage, but no action.
Is Wedge... Oh, that's a scary Vader position for Wedge now, though.
Yeah, so
Is
Wedge
Wedge
can't
sitting
shoot.
on that asteroid is the question. Oh, is Wedge sitting on that? Okay,
Wedge-
yes.
Wait, is Wedge sitting on it? You've got a
I
better view than
can't
I do.
tell, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm gonna zoom in.
I think Wedge is just sitting on it. Yeah, Wedge
Yeah, I think
has
Wedge
just
is
clipped
sitting
the
on it.
edge.
Yes.
He plays if Wedge is,
Yeah.
and the players would have the
Yeah.
best view of all of us. So yeah. Ooh, that's an unfortunate roll. Can't even do the Vader crit convert before spending this lock.
There's a crit there already. Roll. And there's 4.
Oh boy.
And that will be game.
That's game. Wow. Yeah, victory for Reylynn, victory for the Empire. That's how I saw that game going, to be perfectly honest. I was thinking the A-Wings, at the very least, it would be one of the A-Wings that made it until the end game. I'm also surprised that both the Grand Inquisitor and Vader ended up in the end game.
Right, so
Inquisitor
let's
is,
drop from this call.
second nature, but Vader being there is strange.
Let's drop from this call and let's go join them. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a game.
That was a game.
Yeah.
You are live now.
I got destroyed.
We're live.
Yes, you are live.
Are you proud of me, John? I did the blockings.
Yes, very, very well. That was very impressive.
I don't think Wedge got an action the entire game after the first turn.
Me neither, honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Vader, 1 away from half. Inquisitor, 1 away from half. Oof.
I wasn't going for points. I was trying to kill that. I thought I could kill Grand Inquisitor if Ahsoka survived. Maybe.
Probably.
But it was kind of.
Grand Inquisitor is the most survivable ship out there.
It was kind of reaching. He was out of force after he spent it on Wedge, but so it could have, in theory, happened. But it was pretty
Yeah,
unlikely.
and you could have followed it up with the A-wing of Ahsoka.
Yeah, but Ahsoka died.
GG's.
And
That was a lot of
Ahsoka
fun.
and Hero dying that early was really unfortunate on your part. That was really bad luck. Your rolls were unfortunate, and they are your end game ships, or more so than Wedge anyway.
Yeah, like that would have gone very differently if you had managed to trade Wedge and Shara early rather than Ahsoka and Hera.
I just needed the thread tracers.
You did need it. That would have been.
Yeah.
That would
If I
have.
killed things faster, it would have all been fine.
Yes.
If
But
I
that's
had
what- good enough.
to get Vader a couple of turns earlier, that entire game could have been flipped on its head.
if I had done the right thing first.
Yeah, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. To be fair, I probably shouldn't have put my ships. I put Shara in a position where she couldn't 4K, and then she was kind of like, yeah, she couldn't really come back from that. She had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Arc
Right
4.
then.
Arcs
the
can
Arc-
4K,
the Arc-
yeah,
the
but they don't
Arc-
have anything else.
The Arc could have 4K. Has a 4K, but this rock caused so many. Who placed this one?
I don't know.
Me.
I think it was me. I think was it. I'm not sure.
No. I placed that one. No, you placed that one.
Okay.
This one caused so many problems.
I came in too
for the Rebel
fast.
ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised that turns in on this part here. I'm surprised he didn't just straight and continue to threaten Vader.
We were calling straight some 4Ks going on here, targeting Vader in the early game.
That's what I was originally going to do, and I changed my mind. But then I just got blocked. I shouldn't have turned in. I should have I should have gone forwards.
Right then. So we have 30 minutes left on this. So yes, let's go for Aces High. Let's just keep this rock arrangement. If we just clear both your squads and then we'll do this.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna spawn in my thing first, so I get it. I think someone else might have spawned it.
I deleted my cards, so I guess we spawn new cards.
I got
so just a brief explanation while everyone's spawning in. What Aces High is, for those of you who are perhaps less familiar with X-Wing or less familiar with Aces High, it is essentially a free-for-all with every pilot, so that will be me, John, James, and Reylynn, flying a single ship of equal point value. We've chosen 75-point ships. And you gain 1 point if you manage to land the first hit on someone, or something of yours manages to land that first hit, and you gain 2 points if you manage to kill the enemy ship. First to 6 points wins, or rather, first to 6 points ends the game on that round. After that, we will count up all the points and see who wins.
We do have a little issue.
Oh, 2 Fenrals. Whoops. I can change. I'll have a look. Give me a minute.
I thought it first. That's my dibs.
So what have we got here? So Reylynn, which Fenrir are you?
I am the remaining Fenrir.
Okay, yeah. So Reylynn is flying Fenrir, who essentially is here to get up close. Gets a lot of bonuses when defending or performing an attack if the attack range is 1, with that amazing Concordia face-off ability, which just allows you to guarantee an evade if you're being directly threatened by another ship, effectively. She's coupled this with Fearless, which is another attack range 1 bonus, basically giving you a guaranteed evade and hit, no matter how bad your dice are if you're range 1, and being shot at. And then ion torpedoes. So hoping to ionize people, perhaps hoping to give Jon a taste of his own medicine from the last time the 4 of us played Aces High.
It's more because ion torpedoes have the 4 points. Be real. Glory for the Empire.
I am flying a slightly more complex, but the same ship, Wedge Antilles. As we just saw James fly, this is Wedge Antilles with those S-files and the outmaneuver ability as part of it. Outmaneuver means that when Wedge is not in someone's firing arc, the defender rolls even fewer defense dice. Couple this with advanced proton torpedoes, so I'm looking to get nice up close and personal, unload a lot of dice into people. An R5 Astromech to give Wedge a little bit of passive healing, and then a shield upgrade to give him a bit more survivability.
To make it more legible for everyone to see, the rims of every ship will be colored the same as our names are in the top right of the
Yes.
Yeah. And just in case actually that's not coming through, I am playing
What's a
purple,
donation
James
ping?
and Reylynn are still red and blue, and
What's a
Jon is playing
donation?
orange. Oh, donation, fantastic.
Donation
Yes.
£10.69 from Anakin. Haha, now the
Ooh.
pennies are the funny number. Also love all of you. This has been such an amazing set of streams and has been so much fun. Yes, it has.
Yes, it has.
It has been great
They
fun.
have redeemed a totally awesome kazoo team.
Ooh. That's a fun fact.
I've been forced into this.
Why
I've
have you
been
done
forced
this?
into playing Sunfac games. So Sunfac is a ship that allows you to use tractor beams to maneuver your opponent into positions where they might not want to be, such as slamming into an asteroid. The downside of Sunfac is that if you're not shooting directly perfectly in the bullseye, it's slightly harder to hit things with.
That's another donation.
James coupled this with
From
Ensnare.
Matt G,
Oh,
who
boy.
says, with a
Hey,
comment,
wow.
less than free. £20. Thank you very much, Matt.
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, Jon, but that's a heart.
What do you mean? It's less than free.
Less than 3. Sure
Yes.
it is, yeah. Okay, so James has coupled Sunfac with Ensnare, which allows...
Let me pan over Sunfac.
Yes. Oh, yes, you do the Sunfac pan, yes. Ensnare, and that allows just essentially more tractor shenanigans. You can tractor yourself and then move everyone last minute. And then Lone Wolf, which is just a very good ship, very good upgrade if you're the only ship in a list, because it just lets you have a reroll whenever you defend or perform an attack every turn, because you're the only ship. There are no other friendly ships. And then, Jon, what are you going to be bringing?
I am figuring out. I should have done this before, but I'm figuring out what I'm. I'll just put a HUD upgrade on. I'm sure that's not a waste of points in this mode.
Slap a HUD upgrade on there. It's fine.
No, we've got that. Well, torpedoes are 5 points, and HUD upgrade is also 5 points. So we'll take this.
Just while Jon's doing that, just one bit of setup that we need to do. Players, are Wedge's wings open or closed for you on the card, the model, and the token?
They're open on here, but they're closed on here.
Yeah, card.
Okay, so we will go from the model and the token.
Go from the model and the token. You can fix that. I figured out how to fix that. You need to clear your cache and reload the mod, but we can do that another time.
Yeah.
Oh God!
This is interesting.
I hate the.
Is this a Zam
Jump
Wessel
Master
somewhere?
5000.
Oh no, it's fine. There's no Zam Wessel.
I hate the Jump Master
Jon is flying
5000.
an excellent ship, the Jump Master 5000, the ship that, as the miniature may indicate, is very good at turning in one direction.
Don't worry about all of the upgrades. It's fine.
Usually I target Jon, but I'm not going to target Jon this time because I can't tractor him.
So this has been coupled with marksmanship, which gives bullseye bonuses, advanced proton torpedoes, similar to what I have, in fact, the same as what I have. So if you get in Jon's range 1, you may regret it. Auto blasters to give a consistent front arc attack because the jump master's main attack is a rotating turret. Greedo, which is hit to crit provided you shoot first. And if you don't, anyone who shoots you gets hit to crit. Advanced cybernetics, which allows you to ignore stress temporarily, effectively. Punishing one allows you to deal more damage if you're shooting out of your rotating arc, but from the front. And then R5P8 to give yourself some rerolls at the risk of maybe taking some damage yourself.
It'll be fine. Have we all taken
Why-
initiative 6?
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I didn't say
Correct.
we were playing rotating initiative, but we are playing rotating initiative.
Why does
It just happened like that.
why does the jump
So-
master have 2 dice?
This
I
is
just
a
realised.
it's got the
It-
title. What's the punishing one upgrade? Gives it a third dice.
Why? The more I learn, the more I hate it.
No,
Nobody's
really,
green.
Clearly, it has
Dice,
two
come
of
on.
them, right? Because
Nobody's
to have
green.
a massive hole in the middle.
It said green goes first. That's not helpful.
Red.
James,
That's
this is
me.
your first
James
play.
going first.
Go ahead and deploy.
Right.
So this is as Lewis said earlier. This is a free for all, and everyone will get to respawn when they die.
Come get me in the rocks, guys. I'm sure it'll go well for you.
Okay.
Yes, I am going to be
Ready?
pointedly avoiding the centre of the board as long as James is in the vicinity, I think.
Hello there. Just gonna get up.
That's not two, John. Come on.
It is two.
I'm not
Wow,
done
I
just
take it
yet.
back. That
You're
is
not
so
done.
close.
She's not done. She's not done.
I'm not done. I'm going to make sure I get to the as close as I possibly can to the edge, of the edge to the in whatever. You know what I mean? English.
There we go.
That should be good. There.
Right, we're gonna go there.
Go on then. I'll do a little bit of a mirroring and I'll go here then. Why not?
Right. So we, as per the larger game, we all simultaneously set dials, and yeah, we move and then shoot.
Yeah, instead of, as per the game you just watched with James and Reylynn, James was always shooting first as long as the initiatives matched. In this, first player will rotate because we are all equal initiatives, and it would give certain players, myself included, a very unfair advantage, particularly if things stayed like they did right now. And as much as I would love to be last player forever while flying Wedge Antilles, it would be very unfair on everyone else.
Regen.
Did bring regen. This is survivable Wedge.
Yes. Go for it.
The answer.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do a 3-turn.
Very
I'm
hard.
gonna. You know what? I'll just take a focus.
You're not gonna track yourself or face
I set my turret the wrong way.
10
round.
free hard.
Action.
Action. I will take a focus. Hold on. There you go. I'm just
Right. I did a 1 bank for some reason.
Regret.
That was a decision you could have made, yeah.
And you have red rotate.
Yeah, that was not a good
It's
one.
linked red rotate.
It is link red rotate. That's true.
Let's take focus linked rotate.
And I have gone
So
for
my
a 4
turret now
straight.
went this way.
And I will barrel roll, I think.
Can I rotate that so that it's visible?
There we go.
Try the there I guess.
I'll color it something
There.
different.
Cool.
It's changed now.
Let's me to shoot.
Oh, it still
Nope.
changes. Okay, never mind. Whatever.
So I've got 2 dice here.
James shooting into wedge.
Into wedge.
2.
2 hits.
2 hits. Nice. 1 evade, so I'll take a point on my
That's
shield.
fine.
It
Means
gains
I get a
a
point.
point for first hit.
Oh, big point.
Yes,
Okay,
points.
Fenrir,
Stream point.
I have 5 dice. I believe. That's target
Turn
lock.
around, does turn around things.
Right, that's many
Focus.
hits.
Hit 4 crit. Crit 4
You in
hit.
pain yet?
How much did you do? 2 agility.
2 agility.
Shields and card. Shield.
And crit, this is John. If unless are you spending that focus, I assume?
I'm not
Someone
spending
just,
focus.
someone just deleted both of the damage.
And
Yeah,
shield
I was,
and
I
card
was
and
wanting
the
to get one
grid.
here.
Ah, okay, good.
And hit.
Crit.
Do stabilizer. That's fine. I can deal with that.
And another damage. At some point. Oh
Spend-
geez,
I'll-
you've only got 4 hull left.
Oh, I can't do my Dengar because you're not in the you're not in my front arc.
Ah!
I'll just take my normal shot into you.
I have 4 dice.
I have 2.
Oh, also, that was Greedo, so John, you should have taken additional crit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a me. Additional crit is a weapons failure. Wow, that's fun, isn't it?
that's bad.
Yeah! Greedo! little
Right,
shit.
we're shooting into Fenrir.
Fenrir, I believe, hand shot first.
1.
Oh, what? Okay, please don't make me look like a fool. Thank you, Fen.
I mean, you've got an auto evade, right?
No, because I'm not in the front.
Oh no,
no,
you're not.
no,
You
no.
don't. Okay, fair enough. You're fine though.
Thank you, Alex.
Wedge.
Ow!
I'm firing 3 dice into some pack.
Yep.
You will have 2 defense dice because I am wedge.
Oh, you're a wedge. That's true. Okay, well, I'm being damaged.
Ooh.
I guess I'll spend my focus. Take crit.
Crit.
I also gain a point.
I gain a point, yes.
Blinded pilot.
Oof. Do not like the look of that. And then first player passes.
Yep.
That's that. There we go.
I'm set. Ooh.
I'll win it. I'll win it for you, Alex. All for you.
Set.
It's just occurred to me that I'm going to be moving after before James, but I'm no longer set. Okay, set.
This is where the fun begins.
Fenrir's
Okay.
move first.
4K.
Oh, that's it.
Yes!
All right.
Ooh.
Let's go! That's
boy.
awesome. So I need to get a screenshot of this one.
I was mentioning earlier on while you two were playing, Reylynn, how good you are at lining up things like this. It's just so incredibly close.
I don't think I've managed to get a skill for it. I'm very happy. Take a stress. I've already done that.
That's me.
Yep.
I will pop my contraband cybernetics. And also 4K.
Uh-oh.
And fix weapons failure.
Makes sense.
Okay.
And
Oh,
take a damage from the stabilizer.
Oh, but I'm not being shot at, correct? Because your thing's over here.
I've got an auto blaster.
Oh yeah.
Then wedge.
And I am doing a 3 talon.
A lot of
And
a lot of interesting maneuvers.
And I'm there because I don't think you can roll me onto an asteroid if I'm there.
Okay. So I will 1 turn and I will
Okay.
I'll rotate left.
Take a
Take
tractor.
the tractor. And do you reckon if I go, I'm going to give it a go for science. I probably don't have it, but
You've
we'll
probably
see.
just given up that
And
shot.
focus.
You can fix your
It's
blinded
fine.
rather than focus.
Oh yeah, I'll fix my blinded rather than focus. That'll be sensible, wouldn't it?
Right. Fen.
Okay, so shots.
Oh, let me
no
check if I've got
shots.
my thing. Let me check if I've got my thing.
Nah, you don't.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Okay, so auto
Not entire
blasters.
arc.
I can't pass the tractor.
Fen, no shots. Gengar. Auto blasters into Fenrau. 2 dice.
2v3, no mods side. Hit.
Greedo.
Oh, yeah,
into
Greedo.
crit. And wait. Before you do
Oh.
that. Many mods on my side. I
Oh,
will
sorry.
spend that to re-roll this. Hit crit. Go for it. Now roll.
A.
Crit goes through because it's also blasters.
Oh, yeah.
Also, John, which direction is your arc pointed in?
There. I tried to change the colour.
Okay, cool.
It's not super
Makes sense.
visible.
Okay. Yeah.
I score points.
I take a
Direct.
correct hit.
Ouch.
Direct stinks when you find out because you only have 4 health to begin with. Okay, I think that's it because James and I have managed to juke each other.
Yep.
So as far as I know, that's it.
And we move to me. I am now the first player. I am set.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Wait till I'm ready.
I'm set.
John, go for it.
Right. Gengar will reveal 1 straight de-stress. No action because still stressed.
Wedge will reveal a 1 bank, de-stress. And will... Ooh, I will gain a lock on Sunfac.
Okay. Yep. Sunfac will 1 turn and
Boy.
will take a tractor token. 2.
Very nice. Also rotate.
Go to here
Ooh.
and rotate forwards, I guess.
Fen.
And focus.
Actually, yep, Fen. I don't even have made it. Nah. Clear stress.
So the only shot is
So we
me
got-
getting blown up by Sunfac.
Start of engagement. Sunfac will pass the tractor token to you, but I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to put you anywhere. Believe it or not.
I roll on
enough.
pure, yes.
I could
makes
probably
sense.
put you. I could probably move you away and still have it.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Why would I do that? Good question. Good question.
Yeah, it loses your range.
I have 3 plus range plus some flexibility. I will lone wolf, and I'll spend the focus.
And I'm only
Ouch.
rolling 1 because I'm tracted, so I roll 1 pure.
Yep.
And I will take 4. 1, 2, card, crit.
Crit is. Oops, sorry.
Breach.
Hull breach.
Hull breach.
So
Okay.
More crits means more damage.
Okay, and now I lose this tractor token.
Yeah.
I've already set.
We've got no shots here. We'll go back to dials. And first player moves to wedge. $12 remaining in this segment. Then there'll be a 30-minute interlude before we move on to Netrunner.
Is that everyone ready?
Yep, I am set.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, fantastic. Wedge reveals a 3 talon. We'll go there. Get stress.
Cool. Sunfac. 1. I will take a tractor to rotate left, and
Choose violence.
Choose
How
violence.
much health are you on? I could choose
Too hard,
violence. I could choose violence. Let's choose violence.
Okay.
Action.
Okay.
It has been
Yeah,
selected.
focus.
And then our previous
This
two-player game
stuff
has
over
ended.
here.
Yeah, to me, I'm going
Okay.
to Talon.
Stress.
Stress.
I am going to one straight. De-stress. And I think I will focus, rotate to this side.
Okay.
Oh, and it is turning right that the jump master has trouble with, isn't it?
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So
Rex Antilles, firing into Sunfac. Range
Yep.
1, bullseye. I'm going to advance proton torpedoes you.
Yep. This is why I should have chose violence. Never listen to John, kids.
Are you still tracked?
No, I'm passing it.
As this is 5 attack dice. I may as well spend the lock on the 2 eyes.
For 4,
Four
I'm
hits.
-1 because I'm wedge, right? So currently I will take 3 and die. You know, that seems fine.
I'll trade, yeah, sure.
I'll trade.
Yeah, because you're about to get an extra one. Because now
It's-
what
it's a
happens,
good point from
is
John
that
in that
I
I don't-
take 2 points, and
Yep.
then 1 goes on me.
Oh, that is
James
true.
stands
I
to
wasn't-
profit.
I was not even considering that. I was just considering that I'm on this side of the board and the action is on this side of the board. So I'll shoot next with my bullseye. You're attracted, so that's 5
Attracted,
dice with
so
some
you're
flexibility.
Yes.
I'll spend that
Oh,
focus.
boy.
See, good trade.
Yeah,
Good trade.
win-win.
I
give good
roll an
advice.
evade, but nowhere near enough evades. I will pick
crits, whole breach.
4 crits. 4 critical hits. So
Disable
Wedge
power
has a
regulator.
disable power regulator.
Fuel leak.
leak again. Oh, that was hull breach. Apologies.
Console fire, which triggers fuel
console
leak.
fire. Fuel leak triggers, so I take another regular damage, which is
is now
also, I
face
believe,
up.
a crit.
Structural
Structural
damage.
damage. I have 1 more crit to take.
Another hull breach.
Breach.
I think you're very dead.
Yes, Wedge is extraordinarily dead right now. That's why you repair hull breach. Excellent players. It's a really nasty crit to get.
Okay. Fenrau.
Whoops.
Dengar. 5 dice. Hit crit.
Just that? No.
Just
mods.
that.
Just
I have no much.
How much health do I have?
3.
Yeah, I thought I'd be dying here.
You might be.
Crit. Oh, do you want a Greedo?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Greedo. Yes, definitely. I completely
Okay.
forgot.
Crit first, wounded pilot, then crit weapons. Oh, again! I pulled both of
You're
these.
not allowed to have working weapons. It's just not allowed. Although I do love the amount of crits I drew, and all it meant was that John drew another weapons failure.
Right.
That is poetic.
2 dice. Range 1, +1, weapons failure, -1. Into Fenrir. I have many mods. I will spend this
We're going
to
to need
reroll.
them.
And Greedo.
Correct me if I'm wrong, had that been a crit, you'd have died.
Don't worry about it.
It wasn't. It's fine.
Spend that for a crit. Spend Greedo
So
for a crit.
4 dice.
Yeah. Fine.
Good. So as I understand it, when it comes to the jump master, it's right cards of red.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't do that.
Don't worry about it.
I rolled. So basically,
Roll
when you
blank.
respawn in this, you have to roll a die to see which of these points on a hyperspace thing. John, do you want to match over one of those?
Yeah.
To see which of the points on a hyperspace thing you respawn on. I rolled blanks, which means I'm able to respawn here.
Let's
blanks
go.
isn't usually good, but that's pretty good. I rolled hit, which I think I may have to go over here. Yeah.
James should be first player, correct?
That's
I
correct.
think it just moved to John. Sorry, it just moved
No,
to
it moved
Wedge.
from me.
No,
It
it
just
was
moved from me.
yours. So it's now me. Okay.
Okay. I am set.
Thank you.
Set.
Weapons failure, wounded pilot.
Maybe that's
I'm
just
set.
not having a good time. Maybe this is how he got that bandage. Okay, if everyone's set, then James, whenever you're ready.
Cool. 5 forwards. I'm gonna take a tractor token to rotate forwards, and I'm gonna boost.
That fits.
I'm still on the board. Focus.
Yes. Oh boy. And maybe I should have like done a 2-turn or a 3-turn or something and just gone
Okay,
straight for James again.
Then that's going to 2 bank. Clear stress. Into a focus.
Okay. Me. 1 straight. 3 stress. Last chance to get these
Coward!
points. Last chance to get points.
I'm trying, John. I'm trying.
I'll fix my weapons failure. And then I'll roll for stress with wounded pilot. No stress.
Stress. And I have gone for a 1 straight. That tractor shouldn't be there. That's a remnant for last turn.
Yep.
And I think I have Reylynn there. I'll take a lock on Reylynn. John is not going to be alive by the time I go around to shooting, I don't think.
Okay. So then Sun back.
So in fact, start of engagement, no ensnares.
Nope.
2v3.
I'll shoot. Yep. Come
Maybe I should
on.
have taken it on John. Oh,
Hit crit.
Greedo.
Sure. I'll crit.
I take 1 crit, which is enough.
Cool.
yeah. So
Congratulations on
this
your
is
points.
going to be the end of the game. The
Yes.
game will end this round because James has hit 6.
Okay.
And John,
Then,
you have arc. Oh no, 10. Yeah, never mind.
How dare you? How dare you forget me? How dare you? I mean,
3.
well... No, I
You can
needed
get
a
first
lock.
points. You can get first points on some.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it could be funny to use Ion.
Fair.
But no, I can't. I can't have a lock. So just shoot 3 dice into Sun. Hey!
That's good.
Only 2 dice because attracted.
I've got
Crit,
2
crit.
dice. Yeah.
Double crit.
Hit. Okay, this may be okay. You
This
made
could just
first
kill
points
you.
and kill me. Hit.
May kill James.
Crit.
Damage engine.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you try.
Oh,
That's
oh,
fine.
you're
You
alive.
try.
So you just
Damn.
take first points.
Yeah.
I do have Fenrir. I will. Oh, no, mine is John first. Actually, apologies. John, and you to go first. I completely neglected that because I did not realize your arc is pointing in that awkward direction. John, please don't steal my kill.
I could try and go for Fenrir, but Fenrir's rolling 4 with focus. What I got? I got stun pilot.
I'm going to attract some back.
Oh, I could get attracted some back.
Yeah, I'm on 1 health.
Yeah, let's go into the.
They're both on 1 health. Yeah, but it's literally just pure defense dice.
No, Fen's on 2, which is why it's
Yeah, true.
Go into Sinfac 2. Don't roll yet. Spend the last thingamajig charge
Yep.
to reroll. Spend that for crit. Safe.
Fine.
Okay, then
Okay. So now I will go into Fenrir.
So I
using
believe-
the advanced proton torpedoes.
You have Concordia. Concordia
I
is
do have
active.
Concordia.
And you have 4 dice. Actually, might just
3 because of wedge.
Oh, 3 because wedge. Right.
3 because wedge.
I was going to say you might just shrug this off, but with 3 or
think you
that,
might.
Spend the lock.
Crit off.
Spend the lock.
spend
Yep.
the lock. with that,
Maybe not, yeah.
we'll have
Convert
to
to
shrug
crit.
this off. Oh, yeah, you convert 1 to crits
Maybe
to 3
it is, yeah.
crits.
Yeah,
Three
crit,
crits.
crit, yeah.
Roll. Rip.
Ooh.
I'll spend.
Concordia.
I will get Concordia, so I
Take
need
crit.
not a direct hit, and I will be mad because I've gotten very close several times.
Wounded pilot.
Pilot,
Well,
that's fine.
okay.
All
And so at the
good.
end of the game, everyone scores the points that are on them. So James scores +1, and James is on 7, Lewis on 3, Reylynn on 2, and I am on 1.
It's because I didn't use Talonbane. Really.
yeah.
Talonbane's my lucky boy.
Yeah,
use
so
most of the
that's
toys.
that. That's the end of the game.
Yes, and that
Yeah,
pretty much
GG's.
takes up to the end of
Yeah,
our segment.
Perfect.
Thank you,
It's on the end of
Lewis,
the
Thank you
stream.
everyone for watching.
commentating with me. Thank you, James and Reylynn, for playing.
You're welcome.
We will
Yeah,
hand
it's been a
off
real pleasure. Yeah.
to the slides and pick up with the interlude in a moment. See you.
Bye.